Huh? What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Oh, L.A.R, what's happening? BFT, that is hilarious. You got me cracking up over here. What's that? Netflix and chill. Ironically, this live stream, right, it was popping. This live stream, Brian, what's up? This live stream is actually about a Netflix movie. So I had a conversation with a young lady yesterday, and she was asking me to what to watch. And I had no idea because I don't watch TV like that. So ultimately, last night I watched this movie called Love.com. What's up, Ryan? Cooley, what's popping? You know, James, what's good? So I watched this movie called Love.com on Netflix. Interesting movie to me. Like little, love story, black in the DMV area. I think that's Denzel Washington's son. Matter of fact, I didn't really look into it per se because I stopped looking at the beginning credits. So let me double check real quick. Love.com cash. Because Raheem Devon is in it, ironically. Christopher Williams. Who the hell is Brave Williams? I don't know who the hell. Brave Williams is the woman. I'm trying to figure out who the. No, Jamie Maureen. Okay. I think. But anyway, the movie is about a young lady and a young man who looking for love. Shalom, what's up, Goshen? Durham, what's popping? Hand sanitizer. J.R. Meadows, what's good? What's good? So, let me get into what the movie was about. The movie was about a man who met a woman. He stopped talking to a young lady. A man broke up with her. You know, Apollonia. So they got together and they was having a good time. But she didn't want to commit to the guy, though she was looking for love. What she wanted to do is see if they matched on an online profile because one of her friends got with a girl online and it worked out. What's up, John? So instead of just them dating each other and it was working out well, she wanted them to date other people. Which, in my opinion, when I saw it, was stupid. Quibbly, what's happening? This is one of the lines actually from the movie. You can find a soulmate, or can you just make one? Because is it Kim Whitfield? I think she was the auntie in the movie. What's the old girl? Lisa Ray would play the mother in the movie. Yeah, I feel you on that. Third Wall, what's popping? So you saw the movie, huh? Like, it was weird to me when I see what the girl was wanting to do, but it made me think about this. So if y'all got some time, y'all got Netflix, about an hour and 45 minutes of your time, try to watch Love.com. You're going to find some interesting things going on in it. Because all of the stuff about wanting a guy who's a certain look, a certain size, a certain stature, a certain status, a certain class, it kind of throws a monkey wrench in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was chasing around this white dude, I guess, so long that she didn't see a guy that was right in front of her. So let's get into that part. Finding a soulmate versus making one. one of the lessons in this movie was stop holding on to the past. The young lady was holding on to the past, her past relationship, so much she couldn't have a present relationship. You know what I'm saying? L.A.R, what's popping? Thanks, fam. So her present relationship, she blew it up. Yeah, exactly. She had a dude, but she just wanted to date other dudes online to see. It was interesting because people kind of looked at her, and the men and the women kind of gave her that like, "What are you doing?" kind of look. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But ironically, what? Don't worry about that player. Don't worry about that player. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give each other that Rona. so so what's gonna wind up happening is she wants to get with her ex, or for her and her ex to finally work out, and maybe the dude gonna come back. And it's like, this dude don't mess with you. If everybody else can see that this guy don't mess with you, but you still waiting on this guy to come through, you living in the past. And she couldn't get it. And on the flip side, the lead man in the movie, his friends was like, you should talk to this other girl because she fine. She fine. He felt like, he wasn't gonna hold on to the past because she fine, but they don't have nothing in common. I know. That's exactly what I'm talking about, fam. Jacqueline, how you doing? That's exactly what was going on in that movie. That was hilarious. So now you got the men like, hold on to the girl, that's fine, even though the main character was very attractive. But the irony of it, what's up, Sister George? The irony of it was they had the same ideas. And this is the crazy part about it. He was what she wanted, but the minute that she met him, she didn't want him no more. But she's trying to figure out a way to not want him no more, which was ridiculous. Sam, what's happening? You doing stressed? I'm so sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. So now we playing this game, which is silly to me, because getting into the next part of this, fantasy. See, the fantasy is I'm gonna find a soulmate. We're gonna be walking down the street together, and Luther Vandross gonna come on like it's coming on right now. And we're gonna look into each other's eyes, and it's like, you the one, and you're the one too. Yay! Soulmate season. There's a sundress season. There's a quarantine-based season. There's a Valentine's season. There's an Easter season. There's a winter, spring, summer, fall. 4 seasons. You ain't never heard of Soulmate season. You know why? Because it don't exist. Pretty gangster, what's popping? It don't exist. Ain't no Soulmate season. But we got to live in this fantasy that, it don't work. So now all of a sudden, when you meet somebody that quote unquote be a soulmate, nobody said a soulmate had to be. The fact, let me look up this Google definition of soulmate real quick. Let me just look this up, because I don't want to be wrong and say something that's messed up. Say it again, Luther. Soulmate, a person ideally suited for another as a close friend or romantic partner. So guess what? That means that didn't say you was gonna marry your soulmate. So I'm just saying, it's all right. Tell him, Luther. Yeah, it's tax season. It ain't never soulmate season. They said, lay away for some. Rona, don't you stop, boy. You be killing me with that stuff. Antoine, what's happening? Truth teller, what's happening? So now we on, and before Ronan is the mastermind of the word relationship. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh man. So this fantasy that you're gonna meet this soulmate, they're gonna come from the sky. The light gonna come on and they're gonna be sitting there shining like Michael Jackson in the we can ride the boogie. Yeah, the Rock With You video. They just gonna be shining there like Michael Jackson in the Rock With You video, just standing in the light. You know, wanna ride with you. That's how it's going. That's a fantasy. That's not real. That's not real. But the question is, can you make a soulmate? You know, you can get along with somebody. You know, you meet somebody from the opposite sex, they're like your best friend. That's a soulmate. But now I don't want to have sex with my best friend. If my best friend's a female, well, I mean, I've thought about hitting it. You know, that just had that happen. That crossed my mind. I've had female friends and we were good friends, and some of them I have sex with. We still good friends to this day. And some of them I didn't have sex with. We still good friends to this day. But that's what it is. Tell them. Tell them, and just take a mate. Like, just give me a mate. That's what I'm talking about, Goshen. You know, I got you, young link. Shining like Bruce Leroy. Yeah, but you know what? Hold up. Lexus said, shining like. No, that's the point of the fantasy. Miss Gigi, what's happening? Honey, you know, this is the point about the fantasy of finding a soulmate. Because we want them to shine like Bruce Leroy, but we out here when we meet them, we acting like showing up. Playtime's over, boy. They shining gold. Now you want to shine red on their ass. Who's the master now? Who's the master of breaking up this soulmate relationship? The Shogun of Harlem. Like, this is what we doing right now. You know, if you can't grow with somebody, then they ain't a soulmate. Give it a loan. I agree with she. You know, a lot of people think, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, God dog it. Every time I do that, it skips up. I be trying to hit one message and I hit the other. But this is what I'm talking about in the movie. It was this young lady's fantasy. It was her fantasy about what she wanted, about what she thought she wanted. And the guy, you know, he was trying to make it a reality, in my opinion, but he was still living in a fantasy of, like, he was caught up in the emotion. Like, his homeboys told him, man, you always fall too quick. What's up, Devin? And that's a fantasy too. Like, you meet somebody, you fall in love with them because they fine. That's a fantasy. She's so fine, she gotta be for me. No. Just because she fine don't mean she for you. Self-care, what's happening? Attraction don't mean that's your soulmate. You know, man, I'm as hard as I've ever been in life around this girl. She's got to be my soulmate. This is the hardest I've came ever in life. She's got to be my soulmate. You know, see, the fantasy is what we're trying to do is we're not trying to find a soulmate. We're trying to find a sex soulmate. This is who I have the best sex with. This is my sex soulmate. This is the best sex I've ever had. It's in my fantasy has become a reality in sex. Now we're trying to find a status soulmate. You know, this person is on the level that I want a person that I want to date to be on. This is my status soulmate. You know what I'm saying? The fantasy of who you with and who you want is two different things. You know, I want my attraction soulmate. You know, now this person is so attractive. That's my soulmate. Major, what's good, fam? He said, that's new. I try, you know what I'm saying? I got these new topics, man. I'm making up new things. You know, no. This started because I watched this movie last night, honey, called Love.com on Netflix. That's what this came from. You know, because when we talk, you want a chemistry soulmate. You know, we clicked immediately. Just because you got good chemistry with somebody immediately does not necessarily mean that you're soulmate. Like this is the crazy part about it. When you think you meet your soulmate because y'all got chemistry, then you flip on, then you're around them for a while, and y'all don't necessarily get along, but y'all got chemistry. And some people, if you can understand what I'm saying, y'all got chemistry, but y'all really don't connect as people. The chemistry keeps you together, the sex keeps you together, but y'all really not on the same page as people. You know what I'm saying? You cancel Netflix, that's your fault. You ain't got nothing to do now. You could just, pay that $12 or whatever and be right back in the game. So now, but not compatible. Yeah, thank you, Major, because that's what they were talking about, being compatible, which was the weird part about it. You know, like the weird part about them not being compatible was, in my opinion, he didn't want to be with the fine chick because he wasn't compatible with her. She wanted to be with the dude that left her, but he wasn't compatible with her. And when they came together and the dude saw that they were compatible, she was like, she was fighting it. Which brings me to another point about finding a soulmate versus making a soulmate, right? The young lady in the movie, she wanted to be another couple. She's like, I want to get on this online thing because these two met online and they paired them and it was a magical pairing and they get along so well. You know what I'm saying? Just rock with me, honey. Don't worry about it. I'm going in the order. I have a list of things. So this is the fourth part. The young lady wanted to be in a relationship that she saw her friends have because they met online and they were matched online as people they should date. And what was crazy about it was she didn't take into consideration she had a good thing, that she was in a good thing. And because she was in a good thing, she wanted it to be something else. Like the relationship that her friends had is not her relationship. You know, it's just, it's just your turn. Hey man, I was just watching the movie, player. You know, yeah, not really. Not, I got a Twitter account, but I ain't used that much in so long. So long, fam, like so long. This is where it comes to pass where, yeah. So this was okay. I was trying to figure out what was going on with my computer. So excuse me. So now you're in this situation where you can't be this couple, but you want to be this couple. And now that you're in a relationship or you're dating somebody, you're not getting to know who you're with. You can't be a soulmate with the person that you're with. And you're not going to ever find your soulmate because no matter what you're doing, you're trying to make your quote unquote soulmate a whole nother couple that you see. Big Poke Dog in mind, what's going on? Don't sweat that, man. No, I do not have a Tinder. No. So what winds up happening is you're in this situation where now you're looking around, and your relationship could be good, but you don't want your relationship. You want your relationship to be their relationship. What's up, Devin? And because you want your relationship to be their relationship, your relationship isn't good enough. It'll never be good enough. Yeah, relate. The flip side of relationship goals. When you have relationship goals, your relationship goals are based on a whole nother couple. You know. But you know what, Major? I'm gonna do that after I get off this live, do some sit-ups, go running. I'm gonna come and sit my ass down, get on the grill, and I'm gonna do that. So, so that's part of the issue. So now I'm sitting there just listening, looking at the show, and I'm thinking to myself, partially about the relationship goals thing. Like, you're gonna never be in a real relationship, and you'll never find a soulmate. Like when people say, "I want to be Jay-Z and Beyonce." Well, you ain't Jay-Z and you ain't Beyonce. So how I want to be like Barack and Michelle. You ain't Barack, you ain't Michelle. Because you're trying to be, you want to be those people right now, but you don't want to start from where those people started. You don't want to evolve to be the couple that you I don't even know what you're talking about, Devin. I really don't know. Say it again. And that was part of the thing that was going on in the movie was the older people had good relationship advice, but the younger people weren't really listening at first. They just weren't listening. You know, but what's popping? So now I'm looking at the movie and I'm thinking about it, and it came a point where I'm like, okay, this girl doesn't want anything. She doesn't know what she wants. She wants a soulmate, but she doesn't know. But she wants a soulmate to be somebody else. So she can't really have a soulmate because she can't accept who she got, which is part of the title. Trina, what's going on? Naima, how you doing? So now that I'm glad you asked that, Trina, because this is part of the issue. Like, if you feel like you can have more than one soulmate, then that means you're gonna never be committed. This is why I say finding a soulmate versus making a soulmate. Because look, what if you find your soulmate 1 year and then you find a better soulmate 5 years later? Now you're gonna leave your first soulmate for your second soulmate because that's my soulmate. Or what we gonna do? That's my twin flame. You gotta rename some shit. So now when you rename the shit, then it's a reason why you could just in a relationship with your soulmate. You know, never content because that's where we at. Because you want to be something else. I want to feel this extreme type of love, this passionate type of love. I want a new love. It's gonna get stale. It's gonna get stale. That's what happened. That's what happens. You're gonna get around each other, and that's what one of the things the young lady was talking about. When if you don't love me no more, then what? Like, then you fall in love all over again. That's what. See, when you find a soulmate, when you're looking to find a soulmate, you're looking to be with somebody that clicks with immediately. I didn't realize it was that loud. My bad. When I didn't realize when you're looking to find a soulmate, you're looking to find somebody that's going to immediately hit it off with, and y'all just going to be on the same vibe forever. That don't happen. You know what I'm saying? But if you make a soulmate, then y'all can work through everything. If you find a soulmate and you make that your soulmate, hey, best of both worlds, right? This is where we at. Because even with what you're saying, Trina, let me flip that around from a male perspective. What if me and you together was Trina, and I say you my soulmate, and then I meet self-care balls, and I say, you know what? She's my soulmate, and I leave you for self-care balls. What you gonna say? I cheated on you, or did I just found my soulmate? No. You're gonna say I'm a cheating, I'm a no good cheater, I'm a no good heartbreaker. One a minute, Israel, what's happening? Is it to then I'm gonna be a cheater. See, guys we can't say, you know what, baby? The reason I left you for her was because she is my soulmate, baby. She is my soulmate. Is it? Come over to your place. See, I'm leaving you for my soulmate, trainer. I'm going home. I got a new soulmate home. So this is part of the next part about it. Is when you find a soulmate, when you're trying to find a soulmate, there's a lot of sabotage that goes on because you're looking for a soulmate, but you are the one who ultimately says this person is or isn't your soulmate. So this person could be good to you, could be good for you, but you sabotage it because you said that's not my soulmate. That's not my soulmate. You know, I know what my soulmate is. How you know? You know, you just you know, how you know? You say I'm going to work it out. Everything is negotiable. Oh, so Trina said we could get this polygamy going on. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Yes. My bad. I hit the damn mute button. But this is where we at. So now you're gonna sabotage your relationship because you're the only one. You don't even know what your soulmate looks like, but you know that's your soulmate when you meet it, which is ironic because here's the stupidity of that sabotage. You know your soulmate when you come across your soulmate. But if you meet your soulmate and it don't work out with your soulmate, then you don't take into consideration that maybe you don't know what your soulmate looks like. See, we never say, you know what? Because you're trying to find your soulmate. I thought that was my soulmate. Okay. The person that you thought wasn't your soulmate, you know, now that you see them with somebody else, it's like, see, they found their soulmate. No, that might not be true. Y'all don't have the same idea. Maybe this person is making a soulmate and you are doing it. Is it just exercises his options? That's the thing right there. Dang it. Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, this fantasy person in our mind is, yeah. And this goes into the self-sabotage. It always goes into the sabotage. How you doing, Candace? You know, so now we in these situations where you sabotaging everything that comes along. Either it's not good enough, it's not acceptable, you know, it's too good to be true. You know, like I don't know how, because when you wind up having a laundry list of excuses and reasons why this person didn't work and that person didn't work out, and they wind up being silly reasons, then it's like, no. And even a lady in the movie acknowledged that she's a sabotaging person. Transparent Pill, what's happening? Exactly. You know, I appreciate you. I appreciate you putting that there. You know, oh boy, I almost did it again. All right, there we go. So the other thing about this, past the sabotage, one of the things that they were talking about that plays into the sabotage and, you know, finding a soulmate versus making one. Love who loves you. Like, you see, that's a hard thing. As simple as that is, it's a hard thing for people to do. When somebody got love for you, love them back. But see, now, if somebody is loving you, now all of a sudden, it's hard for you to love them back. And this is how, you know, it's so easy to love your soulmate. So what if your soulmate don't love you back? Are they still your soulmate? Ms. Muhammad, how you doing? Because if somebody does something for you, you should respond and do something for them. Somebody loves you, you should love them back. Somebody looks out for you, you should look out for them. If somebody has your back in a crisis, when they have a crisis, you should have their back. It's not that difficult. You get what I'm saying? If somebody made your day, you should go try to make their day. It's not that difficult, you know? So now we're dealing with this situation where you can't love who loves you back because in your mind, they're not the soulmate. But you don't even know what the soulmate is. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you don't love the person who loves you, what you wind up doing is you wind up loving the next person in ways that the person that loved you. So what I mean by that is this person loves you and they show you in ways that they love you. So now you meet your quote unquote soulmate. You don't know how to love them. So what you do is you emulate the very things, the very loving actions that the person you passed on did to you. So you're not even loving your soulmate properly. You loving your soulmate through the person you didn't love of actions. So now it still ain't gonna work out. It happens, Miss Gigi. It happens. What you got? Young Jay, what's going on? James, what's going on? Hold on. I mean, it's necessary. It's definitely necessary. It's definitely necessary. Because if you would, because a lot of times, in my opinion, if you're a person who can't love a person back, you're a taker. You're just a taker. You know, all these ideas of, I got to get to a certain space to do it, or I got this and that, and I get to do this and that, or you need to do this and that, or you need to break this wall down, or I need you to jump through this hoop, I need you to jump through that hoop. That's just a taker who's stalling for time. Mickey James, what's happening? It's just stalling for time. Yeah, I get. Yeah, but most people, but a person who's selfish has a problem reciprocating. You got, some people have a hard problem doing something for another person. Hard problem. This is how selfish our society has gotten. So when it comes to, finding a soulmate versus making one, loving who loves you, it becomes a problem. That's what I'm saying right there, Jacqueline. We choose our soulmate. We want to act like it's some divine intervention. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I was walking across the street and I tripped on the curb and I fell right into this woman's arm, right into her bosom. And that was the one. Roastmaster, what's good, fam? So the users come out ridiculously. Now, the other part about that movie that was hilarious is She wait, hot lips. He gonna give you your answer, I think. She gonna tell you absolutely. Sorry. When it comes to these type of relationships, what winds up happening is some people are too judgmental. That was funny in a movie that the lady was looking for love, but she was so judgmental. The man had a Rolex. She was judgmental of that. She didn't like his business that he was in. It was a legit business. She was judgmental of that. She was judgmental of how he lived. She was judgmental of how he thought. She was judgmental of the things he did. And the irony was, she thought, I guess whatever she thought of him, she judged him down, and somebody else she dated had to educate her on how deep the guy was because he gave her something that she didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like other people shouldn't mess it up. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. But that's, you know, that's part of the issue about if God sent it, you know, we say if God put a man and a woman together, you know, that's the one thing. But here's a problem. And and I don't mean to be cold, but I'm gonna be cold. The thing about it is we listen to God when we want to. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean by being judgmental. Because God can send you somebody, but you don't want to listen to that. You know, we act like we're not disobedient to God's word. Like, send me, God, I need this, that, and the third. And you get it sent to you. That's not the one I want, though. Let me be a little bit more specific. I need this, that, and the third, like this. And then you sent it in another way. And then Goshen, thanks, fam. Hold up. In my opinion, relationships being what they are in this society, polygamy. Yeah, see, and this is why it's like that now. Because when you find a soulmate, you know, people are looking for stuff that they can't do. And I can tell you this, from a male point of view, I understand exactly what Goshen's talking about. Because people fall in and out of being your soulmate because they're judgmental. You know, I want this, I want that. I went through this phase, I went through that phase. I don't want somebody like this, I want somebody like that. I need somebody like this. Like if you're a person who's ahead of the curve, if you're ahead of the soulmate curve, and the person that's looking for a soulmate is behind the soulmate curve, guess what winds up happening? They don't see you until they get on the other side. Like a lot of times when we talk about people using potential, you're looking at somebody's potential and you're seeing more in them than they may see in themselves. And why I'm saying that is because we don't take into consideration, we're judging people on their evolution and we haven't seen yet. So when you biblically are looking at things, God's going to bring me a soulmate. Now God brought you a soulmate in this way, but 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now, you're grown in this way. And now that's not necessarily the soulmate you was looking for. So now you want another soulmate. It don't work like that. You know, or you thought this person wasn't your soulmate, and then you see them later and you realize, that probably was the one. I just couldn't see it at the time. No, I don't. Just so you know, I don't. Because this is part of the thing. Like I don't believe in a soulmate because that's abstract. Like you make up somebody to be your soulmate. That's just something that's made up. You know, like we're gonna act like if you here's the irony. If you believe in soulmates, right? The way we treat each other wouldn't be the way it is, because if you're dating and in relationships and you know these people aren't your soulmate, why are you messing with them? Why? We want to halfway say, I believe in a soulmate, right? L, what's popping? I believe in a soulmate, but you done went on 20 different dates with people you know you're really not gonna be with. Why? Because your soul says you're not gonna do it. You know, your soul says, And the other thing is, even if you know those people are not the one for you, how come you're not acting in a way that makes when you meet your soulmate, you'll know how to respond to them? Like we don't practice how to be good to people on dates no more. So you don't know how to treat this man or woman good because you're not going to treat a person good until they're your soulmate, until you decide that they're your soulmate. Well, what happens? You know, when you finally meet your soulmate, and you have no practice on keeping a person. You don't know how to keep your soulmate because you don't know how to treat your soulmate, because since everybody else wasn't your soulmate, you really didn't, you know what I'm saying? You really didn't put up forth enough effort. What's up, Tony? Y'all brought that up earlier, Tony. If you have more than one soulmate, then you ain't got no soulmate, because it ain't soulmates. Finding your soulmates. I want to find all my soulmates by the end of my life. Like, yeah, that don't make no sense. You just don't. You know. Yeah, but see, that's the funny part about it. Why would you want to have a platonic soulmate, though? You my soulmate, but you platonic. This is not an Erykah Badu video. Oh, what am I supposed to do when I want you in my world? And how can I love you for? This ain't Erykah Badu, man. You know, I love you from a past life, but now, I just got to go hang out with James now. I mean, we can be friends. It don't make sense. Just don't make sense. You can make a soulmate. A lot of our parents and grandparents that stayed together, you know, they wasn't soulmates. They liked each other. I like you, and I'm gonna figure out a way to stay with you. It's not that hard. We making something easy difficult, because we trying to put all this abstract stuff on it. We trying to put sauce on soulmates. You know, your soulmate ain't. and we never. You know what? Let me say something about this. It's odd to me that people are looking for a soulmate, and the vast majority of us, and I'm stereotyping, the vast majority of us aren't right, and our souls ain't right. So a lot of times you're looking for a soulmate, but guess what? What if your soul is not correct at the moment? So you want some altruistic type soulmate, but you're still self-centered. Your soul ain't in the right place for the soulmate that you want. See, when you're making a soulmate, y'all can accept who y'all are, where y'all at, and accept each other at that point. But see, we want to act like, oh, I'm in the best space and this is the best I've ever been. No, you haven't. You know, when people tell you need to go heal yourself, get yourself together, go get some therapy, your soul ain't in the right place. It's just not. You know, maybe I remember being younger, and a young lady, she became a Jehovah's Witness, and now she couldn't hang out with me because, you know, she was a Jehovah's Witness. Now, years later, she realized that probably wasn't the best thing. You know, it's soulmate plus soulmates equal harem. You're right. So now she got so religious that if I would have been her soulmate, how would she know? Because I'm a Jehovah's Witness now, and our souls don't mesh because you a Christian and I'm a Jehovah's Witness. But you my soulmate. Man, you know, that's a problem. You know, and sometimes we don't think about like when you're bringing up the multiple soulmates thing, you can have more than one soulmate, right? You have your soul is in a bad place when you have no integrity. And what I mean by that is, if you meet your soulmate and then you meet another soulmate, and that gets in the way of your relationship, your soul has no integrity. See, meeting multiple quote unquote soulmates is a hustle. It's a hustle. Like and I'll be a little bit, and I'm gonna back up a little bit because I spoke upon this earlier. Is when women can use the excuse of having soulmates because it's some emotional tie for you basically being a snake. You cheated on your man because you think this other guy's a soulmate. But if a man says I had another soulmate, he's a cheater. So this is why I think this soulmate stuff is ridiculous, because sometimes, you know, you don't know if somebody is actually quote unquote your soulmate, because you're okay. We want a fair weather soulmate. You know, what you said? Oh, you first? Yeah. I was told, Faith, Satan was a fallen angel. That is not a good idea. So, you know, Satan is a fallen angel. So now you got to meet another devil. Don't let nobody tell you you're a fallen angel. You ain't got no wings. You didn't got kicked out of the heavens. You know. So, you know, right. That's what I'm talking about. But the sex mate things. Yeah, you hope she's right. But let me backtrack to what I was about to say about the when you lack integrity, you got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, integrity is sticking with the choice that you made. What's up, TD Hutch? Carlton, what's popping? My bad. I hope I said what's up to you, right, L? Hold up. Wash Gamer, my bad. What's popping? Like, I think we don't get it that what winds up happening is you got to stick with the choice you made, and you can make a soulmate because a person who really cares about you is going to get to know you. They're gonna make room for you in their life. A soulmate doesn't actually have to make room for you in their life because y'all soulmates, right? It's just supposed to work. It's just supposed to work because y'all soulmates. No, you make a soulmate because a person actually works for you to be in their space. And you know that's the problem. George First, what's up? I ain't. You know, nobody can say you married your soulmate. You know, like we act like people's souls, like we know what somebody's soul is. Because what I meant by the fair weather soulmate is we want to meet somebody who provides everything we want in a positive way. You want to meet somebody who can uplift you, upgrade you, level you up, change your life. What if your but what if your soulmate goes through a rough time? Are y'all still gonna be soulmates? Because see, we want to have a soulmate that has that leaves a good impression, a good first impression, and because they leave a good first impression, it's gonna always be like that. It's not gonna always be like that. What's going on, Miss Whit? Vern, what's popping? You know, it's not gonna always be like that. Because a lot of people dipped out on a quote unquote soulmate when life got hard. So now I know it ain't about a soulmate because, oh, they got sick. You know, they lost their job. You know what I'm saying? They got evicted. You know, now all of a sudden, you know, they gained too much weight. You know, now you ain't soulmates no more. You get what I'm saying? You just, you gained 30 pounds. Your soul is fatter than it used to be. And I don't like your new chubby soul. So, you know, we're not soulmates no more. I got to find my soulmate is only weighs 135 and she's a fine thing. That's what I'm talking about. You know, your soulmate is broke. Oh, but if he ain't your soulmate no more if he broke though, huh? Your soulmate, my soulmate got to make $100,000 a year. Your soulmate went from making $100,000 a year to making $25,000 a year. You're not my soulmate no more. My soulmate changes in tax brackets. If you go down in the $25,000 a year tax bracket, we're not soulmates no more. Like, come on, man. Let's stop playing. You know, you make your soulmate. You learn how to be happy with somebody. They learn how to be happy with you. You know, they get their soul glow. It is a fairy tale, Vern. But like that's part of when I was watching that movie, it made me think about that. Because the crazy part about the movie was The guy broke up with her and walked off. And it was weird because let me say this. Because this is not going to work out in real life, ladies. So they met, he pursued her, she liked him, and when she liked him so much that she decided, let's meet each other online, even though we met in person. She went out on dates with different people. He went out on dates with different women. They got back together. He said, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this. He walked away. And he's like, forget it. Don't worry about it. And all she said was, wait, don't go. He left. She put no energy into getting that man back. And they met up in a grocery store months later. And she's like, oh, if you throw something away and think it comes back to you, it's yours. No. If you throw something away or you throw someone away and y'all see each other again, that don't mean they're going to get back with your ass. That means you seen them again. This idea that because you got a soulmate, you could just throw them away and discard them and say, oh, I seen you 2 years later, we still in love. No. Because if you love them so much, you wouldn't let them go. When you got a soulmate, but you're going to let your soulmate walk out of your life because you got an ego. You're going to let your soulmate walk out of your life because, you want to play games. You got a soulmate and you're going to let them walk out of your life because, you think they should do everything for you. Thank you, Goshen. It's just not realistic. Hold up. God dog it. I messed up. I know I just saw it. Goshen, where did your messages go? About it not being realistic. Thank you. There we go. This is what we on right now. So now, because a lot of people, what happens when you see your soulmate happy with somebody else? What happens when you see your soulmate again and you're like, man, my soulmate looks great. You finally came back to me. We back together. No, we not. I'm not messing with you. No. We already had our moment. Because your time can pass. You can find your soulmate and not do right by your soulmate. Like, people don't realize if you find your soulmate and you found them, that doesn't mean you did right by your soulmate. And that doesn't mean if you do your soulmate wrong, they're going to come back to you because they're your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? You my soulmate, I cheated on you, but you came back to me. They don't trust you. Like, what are you talking about? It just don't make sense. Maybe there are not any soulmates to be made in Houston. Never know. Out of shape. Oh, why you got to do that, Dollar Washer? But oh man, hilarious. But this is what we on right now. Like, we don't want to admit, like, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. And then and the reason why I'm saying this is because one of the lines in the movie was with Kim Whitfield's character. She's like, I married your uncle. He wasn't my soulmate. I made him my soulmate. They was together for 20 years. And this is the irony of it. You can make your soulmate. It's easier to make a soulmate than it is to find one, because you're going to have to put in work to make it work. Like, people want to find a soulmate because they're lazy. I want to find a soulmate and have the laziest relationship of all time. Well, relationships take work every day. You're not gonna get it right every day. And here's the thing about people who want to have soulmates. They want the soulmate to get it right every day. And if you don't get it right every day, you're not my soulmate. Well, a person who's making you their soulmate, they're gonna succeed far more times than they fail, but they're gonna fail. Every day is not gonna be a good day. They're not gonna be the best person to you every day. And That's the thing about it. And how, I'm glad it challenges your perspective. What if I have a, you know, because I hate to say this, but I think the fantasy messes male female relationships up because women feel like men need to be their soulmate. It looks like it. I can't say it for sure. Women look like they want a guy for them to be their soulmate, and he loves you so much, he's gonna do everything for you, and he's showering you with love and affection because you his soulmate. And what you're gonna do is accept his love and affection and be like, "See, I love you too." No, that dude's gonna leave you eventually because he's showing you that it's like a one. What it looks like is women want one-sided soulmates. I want you to worship me, and I don't want to do nothing for you. Because if it's a person's your soulmate, don't you want your soulmates to enjoy life too? Do you want to make your soulmate's life better? And that's the question. Like, when a person is your soulmate, what are you doing to make y'all a soul couple? What are you doing to make y'all together better together? A lot of times, nothing. So that's why, to a degree, I say the soulmate thing is a hustle, because you want your soulmate to be your everything, and being his soulmate is what you're just supposed to be. That don't work like that. What happens when a soulmate is, make your soulmate the person that you come home to. You went to work, you made your money, you did whatever you did, but you was happy to come home to be with them. You wanted to do stuff for them. You don't say this person's your soulmate, but I had to go to work all day and now I'm tired. Huh? You should work harder for your soulmate than you do for your damn job. That's why I say, make your soulmate. You working a 9 to 5, or you got a career, you starting a business, you being an entrepreneur. You mean tell me your soulmate gets the least of your efforts? That ain't your damn soulmate. Approach your job like you approach soulmates. This job is for me. This job is my soulmate. I'm going to clock on, and it's going to love me and pay me, and I'm just going to be here. That's what I'm going to do. I love you, job. I love you because you love me and you pay me. That's bullshit. You're going to be fired like a motherfucker. My education is my soulmate. This education loves me. I'm not studying. I'm not doing any tests. I'm just going to be here, and I'm going to get, and this education is going to love on me. Your ass going to fail out so fast. What is academic probation? That's ridiculous. It's so good loving something that doesn't love you back, which is your career. And that's the crazy part about it. That's what I think a soulmate is. You loving, you getting loved by something that you don't love back. That's what we doing. It's a fantasy, but that's what it is, man. Like, but what if making a woman your soulmate is harder work? It is gonna be harder work than your actual job. But the question is, you get a payoff on your job. Are you getting a payoff from your soulmate? That's the question. Like, what are these soulmates doing? What's up, Ruby? I'm a love hater today. The movie was interesting, Ruby. I'm sorry. Like, when I got off the panel, I saw the movie. Netflix, love.com. It was just silly. It's a good movie, but it was silly. Like, we want to play this game of, let me be. Like, let me ask you something. As a man, I like girls with nice butts, right? She got a nice butt. Like, I don't care what it is. You ain't got to be cute in the face, but you got to be cute in the ass, right? But what if my soulmate didn't have ass? Now all of a sudden, oh, you are my soulmate, but that ass says no, you're not. Well, you're so good to me. You're so loving. Oh, I love everything about you, but that ass. So, you know, our souls are together, but that butt ain't what I'm looking for. You have the flattest butt of a soulmate that I've ever seen. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Like ladies, you really think you got a soulmate? If you really believe in soulmates, what if your soulmate had a little dick? Is he still your soulmate? Just want to know. Your soulmate had that shrimp on him. Is he still your soulmate? He is so loving. And I know the answer to this because I've met girls and known girls we've had that conversation. I love him so much, and he's everything. He does everything. He's such a good man. He's everything I've ever asked for. He's all I wanted, all I dreamed. Then he unzipped his jeans. I don't love that motherfucker no more. I don't love that motherfucker. Mm-mm. Why you don't love him no more? Mm-mm. 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 He can't even hit the top. He can't even hit the top, man. How he gonna hit the bottom? He can't hit the top. He ain't my soulmate. My soulmate can at least go halfway. You know, damn. He too short to hit my G spot, and it's right up there. Like, let's not lie. Let's not lie. You know, I'm just sorry. It is what it is. Yeah, she got to be dragging that wagon. You did. Is that somebody else's soulmate? See, he not my soulmate. Just be honest. Your soulmate gotta put it. So who's more important? Your soulmate or your sex mate? Who's more important for your life? Or your finance mate? Who's more important? Because see, this is what we're doing. This is why I go and keep talking about polygamy. Because you know what y'all you need to have a soulmate, a sex mate, a finance mate, and an emotional mate. All 4 different soulmates and 1 mate. You know, this is what we're doing. There you go. We bob the building our soulmates. But you know, let me get out of here because I need to jog and work myself out because I got to, you know, I've been slacking. I was supposed to run early this morning and I didn't. But I just got to ask the question. Watch the movie, y'all. Love.com on Netflix if you got Netflix. You're going to be looking at that chick like, what the hell you talking about? Because he gave her that look like, you want us to go online and see if we can match online and we already met in real life? What kind of shit is this? You know, it's crazy. Appreciate it, Ron. We out.